Hello and welcome everybody to another early access draft. I'm Paul Cheon and we are about to do another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. Format seems kind of slow, format seems really sweet, so let's hop into the draft. Everybody's waiting. Let's go right away. Of course, we do have to talk about the sponsors, but I'll get in after, of course, we look at our first pack. Let's take a look. Ambling Stormshell, 3 blue for a 5/9 Ward 2 turtle. When this creature attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw a card. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap this creature. I want to try it. I don't think there's other turtles in the set, but it is a nice way to draw a bunch of cards. And I don't like Severance Priest as a first pick. It's just Abzan. It's too hard to cast. I don't really think aggro is where you want to be. There's a lot of X1s, 1/1 tokens you can make too, which I think makes the Furious Forebear worse as well. And then 100 Battle Veteran is fine. It's a 4 mana for a 4/2. And mostly it's you get to cast it again from the graveyard as a 4/2, which is fine. But I want to take the turtle. And as the time runs out, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. I had to get one in there, but of course, you know, a bunch of people were waiting, so I wanted to get this going as quickly as possible. But Ambling Stormshell is cool. Moving on here, we have Naga Fleshcrafter, which basically is a clone with Renew, and then you can put a counter on something. I will say, I have not been very impressed with the Renew mechanic. It's just like a lot of mana for like very fiddly. You get a counter, you get minor effects. I have not liked it very much in general. This card, though, looks pretty nice. Host of the Hereafter, 4 mana for basically a 4/4. And then whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put its counters on up to 1 target creature you control. So that is really nice. Also, there's Dragonstorm Globe, which has been pretty impressive if you want to go that direction with just some kind of dragon ramp deck. But I don't think I want to take it that highly. Saga Wildling is also really interesting. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to take the Wildling. Like I said, I don't think the +1/+1 counter thing is very good. Or I haven't liked it that much. And this is nice because it just gets you the land in the early game to help fix. And then in the late game, I mean, it's just a dragon. And there's a lot of cards that trigger off of dragons, which is really nice as well. Here I will take Mammoth Bellow. 5 mana, make a 5/5, but then it's got Harmonize to make another 5/5, and I feel like that's kind of what this format's about, just making sure you can just get a ton of value. Harmonize is very, very strong. I do like this card a lot, so let's go ahead and take this. And, you know, Temur, we haven't gone into those colors yet. I sorted by mana curve, and it's just all 5-drops. All right, moving on here, we have a Jeskai card, which is okay. Dirge Island Dragon is fine. It's just a really expensive dragon type card. Attuned Hunter is okay, but like I said before, I mean, just renewing things from the graveyard is just whatever. It just doesn't happen as often as you like. So I just feel like it's not that consistent. Just think of this as more like, I guess it's good with the Einok Wayfarer, but think of this as like, remember Adrenaline Jockey? It feels more like that than anything else. Einok Wayfarer is fine, but I love Sig Appraiser. So let's take that here. I think this is what this format's actually about, just like getting value and curve and just hitting your land drops. Here, oh, this is a really interesting pack. Wow, look at all the black. Sultai feels like where we need to be. Fanekeeper's Familiar, Salt Road Skirmish, and Caustic Exhale. Now, I think Caustic Exhale is a better removal spell than Salt Road Skirmish, but the question is it better than Fanekeeper's Familiar? I have no idea, but even if it is, I'm going to take the rare. Right? Like, come on. This card's sweet. This card is super sweet. Let's take this card and move on. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 6. We have Essence Anchor. I think this just doesn't happen all that often. We do have a Harmonize card right now, but I don't think that's what I want. But granted, there's nothing really great in this pack in general. Heritage Reclamation is fine. Undergrowth Leopard is okay. I guess if I'm going to be like a black-green base, I can take the Abzan Devotee. Or I can take the Leopard. I just don't want to take any of these that early. All right, let's take the Equilibrium Adept because it's by far the best card in the pack, and I can certainly see a world where I splash the Fanekeeper's Familiar and just end up in Temur. I just think this card is extremely strong. All right, moving on here, we have... I don't care about High Spire Bellringer. I feel like this is just a really good card in a Jeskai deck, but this card might still be good enough. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, make a 1/1 bird token with flying. And you know what? There is a world, like I need to be fully willing to potentially move into a different color combination here. And I want to read signals. I've been getting my butt kicked, and I want to take the Disciple here. I think I like it over the Bodyguard. I think there's still an argument that you can play this card in just any deck. But obviously in a Flurry deck, it becomes very, very strong. Here, Sage of the Fang is definitely very solid. I do like it more than the Riverwalk Technique. So let's go ahead and take that here. Just a really good card on rate. So do like that. All right, so blue-green certainly happy enough to be in that color combination. The whatever. The Earth Carver is a very, very solid card in general. So very, very happy with this start so far. One thing I've noticed though in this format, man, you just don't get a lot of good 2-mana plays. All right, anything in Sultai or Temur. I guess I'll take the Jeskai Devotee in case I end up in Jeskai still. Here, there's another Earth Carver, which I do like. Yeah, all right. I guess that was the one pack with the black cards, but then everything died after that. So maybe we don't need to splash this, and we can just be happy with a blue-green base deck splashing red. Would like some lower things to do in my mana curve, though. And like I said, still have outs to just being straight up like a blue-red deck, or, you know, there's just a lot of different things we could end up doing here. Should I live the dream with Tempest Talk? I don't think that's where I want to be. I have no spells. Just got all creatures. Let's give me some removal. Also, are there other turtles in this format? No idea. I don't think this card is good, but I think if you are flurrying, like a flurry tempo deck, then I think you can play that card. All right, moving on here. Great Arashan City. Taps for a black. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Make a 1/1 Spirit Toad. That's good. That is just a good card. Even if I'm splashing black, like I do need multiple black sources to make that work, though. What do I want in my Temur deck, though? There's Fresh Start and there's Molten Exhale. And I think that's basically it. I think I'm just going to take the Exhale just because it's a more consistent removal spell. And I have been slightly disappointed with Fresh Start. I think it's fine, but I just like the fact that this just permanently kills the thing that I want. So let's take the Exhale here and move on. Pack 2, pick 2. We have access to Rediscover the Way. This card's really good if you do end up in Jeskai. Like, it just double anticipates and then gives something double strike, which is really nice. What do I have here for our colors? Nothing really. Wow. There's a Snakeskin Veil. There's a Dragon's Prey, which I can splash. Yeah, I guess I'll just take Dragon's Prey here. Now, our mana is definitely not there right now, but if I'm splashing black, certainly I can take Dragon's Prey and the Fanekeeper's Familiar, but we'll see where this goes. Here we have access to Revival of the Ancestors. Make 3 1/1 tokens. I think this is going to be too hard to cast. This is a really good card, though. Make 3 tokens, distribute 3 counters. So, like, for 4 mana, you get 6 power and 6 toughness worth of stats. That is incredible. What does this do? 2 mana for a 2/2. Pay X life. This creature endures X. Okay. And is there literally nothing for us? How unbelievably unlucky. Blue, green, red. All right, I'm just going to take this rare. I don't know. Maybe there's something weird that happens and I can play this card. Unlikely, though. Unlikely. Moving on to pack 2, pick 4. There is a Sagu Wildling, which I do think is going to be really important for this type of deck, especially if I'm going to be looking to go pretty deep on my mana. And I think the Temur Tawny back is certainly something that I can expect to table. And then Focus Mind is a fine card draw effect, but I just feel like I need consistency with my mana fixing. Now, there is a Dragon's Prey as well. I wonder if I take that instead, just to have, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm greedy. I just feel like double Dragon's Prey, Fanekeeper's Familiar is kind of what I want to be doing. It really is. Maybe I splash the red, who knows? Let's figure this out. All right, now there's an Embermouth Sentinel, which could be important for mana fixing. There's also Whale of War, which I think is pretty nice. It acts as a combat trick or as a way to get 2 creatures back from my graveyard. So I do like both elements of this card as well. All right. I guess, am I shifting over to Sultai here maybe? We'll see. I am not seeing a single red card here, by the way. So maybe this is where we need to be. I do love Roiling Dragonstorm. There is a Purging Stormbrood, but if you can't play the white ability, I think this card is just fine. And yeah, this card is good. I have how many dragons? I have the Sagu Wildling. That's it right now. These are my red cards, and these are my black cards. So it's very close between the two. All right, Dragonstorm Globe, certainly something that... Oh, wait, no, I need an interaction. Piercing Exhale seems awesome. You behold the dragon, and then you surveil 2. It's one of the best removal spells in the format, so I got to take this here too. Every time there's a fixer, I just take a removal spell. How will it fare for me? We shall see. We shall see. I do like Dispelling Exhale too. I just think there's so many bombs in this format. I think counterspells are also pretty decent, and I don't have any 2-drops. I'll take the Devotee, although I'm not playing it. There's just nothing for us out of that pack. All right, okay. I need to take a 2-drop. Let's take the Sentinel, I guess. Is it ideal? No. But it's something. And now that I have a lot of power and top end, I am really going to be... And the thing is, you can kind of cheat and put this at the 1 mana card as your 1 mana fixer. I can really just focus on my... I can really focus on mana fixing moving forward. Especially if I'm like a green-black base. Like, can I play this card? I already have one though, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll take this dragon land. Although I only have 1 dragon. All right, last pack. If there's a tri-land, I'm going to take it. Call of the Spirit Dragons. It's 1 of each color. Dragons you control have indestructible. At the beginning of your upkeep, for each color, put a +1/+. Okay, that's... look, I can't take that. But you know what I can take? Wait, can I take Nomad Outpost? I don't have any white cards, so it's a red-black land. That's whatever. Einok Wayfarer is also fine. It's a good way to get some mana into my deck, but I think I'm just going to... If this was an Abzan land, I absolutely would have... Or a Sultai land, rather, I would have absolutely slammed it, but I think I'm just going to take Jungle Hollow here. I am interested in casting all of my spells. And here I think I will take the blue-red land. Triple black, certainly something I can't really play. I don't need more expensive cards here in Bewildering Blizzard or a Mana War type effect. So yeah, let's take Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay, we are being responsible now. There is no land in this pack, so I can be greedy again. There is a 2-mana 3/1. Although red is on the splash, so this is not good because I can't really play this on turn 2 that often. So I think I'm just going to take a dragon here. It's a 5-mana flash dragon. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take this. You just want more dragon cards in general, right? And this card's pretty solid, especially with Piercing Exhale, Molten Exhale, and Dispelling Exhale, potentially. Now we have Abzan Monument. Well, here's the thing with this. I can't actually use this for the white. So, like, there's an Armament Dragon as well, but I can't really play either. And... I mean, I'm still kind of a blue-green base, I think. I think I just have to take Roamer's Routine just for my mana fixing here. And yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Just trying to make Good, responsible decisions here with my mana. There's a Rugged Highlands. Gonna take that as well. There's a Narset. Jeskai seems to be somewhat open. And there is a Bloodfell Caves, which I think I'm gonna take as well. All right. Well, this is... Oh, wait. Sultai Monument. No, I want this instead. This is like a tri-land. This gets me forest, swamp, or island. And then if I sack it, I can sack it for 2 zombies. I think the monuments are actually quite solid in this format. So let's go ahead and take that instead. Okay, moving on to pack 3, pick 7. There's a Mardu Monument. The thing is, I don't like the monuments if I can't sack them. So I don't have white, so I don't think I'm going to play that. There's Zergo, which is really strong. But obviously I can't play that either. Yeah, it's a Mardu pack. There's Effortless Master, which is probably fine. Yeah, totally fine playable card. All right, moving on. Pack 3, pick 8. Battle Priest is decent, but I can use some interaction here. So I will take Fresh Start, I think. There's also Unending Whisper. Maybe I take that instead, actually. I actually have pretty good interaction. No, let's take the Fresh Start. Okay. I don't think I want to splash the Krumar Initiate. Whale of War is also kind of... I can certainly cut that too. And if I'm splashing red, the Master can also possibly go. Like if I'm blue-green and I just want to splash for like good value cards, ooh, I love the Wayfarer. I'm so happy I got that super late. The Sentinel I don't love either, but I think I'm going to have to play it for mana fixing. And here we can take Narset's Rebuke or Snakeskin Veil. This doesn't really feel like a Snakeskin Veil deck either. I don't have a lot of cheap creatures. All right. Rite of Renewal is fine, but I have the what is it? Whale of War. I think this card's just better. And it might be the card that I actually end up playing. Cruel Truths. I could use some card advantage. And Essence, this doesn't feel like an Essence Acre deck. And I actually like the Reclamation main too. There's a lot of people that have like various graveyard synergy type cards. So I found that card to also be completely main deckable. So let's take a look. These are the other considerations. And let's see where this goes. This was a tricky draft to navigate. But I think we ended up in an okay spot. Not a great spot, but an okay spot. 8, 9. How many dragons do I have? 1, 2? These are all the cards that say dragon on them, but I only actually have 2 dragons. Okay. All right, so let's play 17 lands. I know I have the Sagu Wildling and the Sentinel. Wait, actually, no, and I have the Monument. Yeah, maybe this is a 16-lander, actually. Okay. Seems fine. We do need to make sure we have lots of green mana. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green mana. Cut a Swamp. 7, 8, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this gives us 3 black sources for 5 black cards. And like I said, I can shave on some of the black cards here. Like what I really want is Dragon's Prey and the Fanekeeper's Familiar. Those are the ones that I really want. I'm going to actually try not playing this card. These are all value creatures that I kind of like. And this puts us at 12 creatures, so I can't really go lower than that. I like the Monument. Piercing Exhale is good. This card can certainly go. Exhale is good. Fresh Start, I'm going to try. Dispelling Exhale can also go. Roamer's Routine potentially can go. Whale of War can also potentially go. And I kind of like... Cruel Truths also can potentially go. All right, I want to keep my splashes responsible. So let's go like cut the black cards, I guess. And play something like this. And so this gives us like 2 black sources with the Sultai Monument. So that's 3 black sources with the Roamer's Routine. That's 4, which is okay. And then the Saga Wildling is 5, I guess. So 5 black sources for 3 black cards. And then as far as red goes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well for 4 red cards. Honestly, the Effortless Master is not even particularly strong. But like, I can just play it. Let's see if there's anything in the sideboard that I'm missing. Nothing too big here, it seems. Maybe the, like, this obviously is a weak card in general, but given that it's colorless and something I can play on turn 2, maybe I still just need to play it. Yeah, and my dragon count's pretty low, so maybe I just cut that and play this instead so that I can be a little more proactive and have slightly better mana. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I can also cut a land. Cut an island, I think. And I guess I have room for one more card here. 12, 34, 50, 16. 16 with Sentinel, double Monument, Roamer's Routine, Einok Wayfarer as well as ways to get us lands. So maybe I can play the Exhale. Like, I don't want like a cheap black creature. I can also play one of these value cards, Whale of War, Cruel Truths, Rite of Renewal, or even a Snakeskin Veil. I think I'm in the market for like a value card here, so maybe it's the Cruel Truths. The issue with this card is oftentimes I'm not going to have 2 creature cards in my graveyard because my creature count's kind of low, and I have a lot of expensive creatures, and I don't have a million self-mill cards. So that like I said, that's my concern here. So maybe it's like splashing Cruel Truths. Is that where we're at right now? All right, let's run with it. I'm not entirely confident that that's correct, but let's try it. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content, wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to up your limited game. All right, let's try this. We are playing against Lord Tupperware himself. And let's go Jungle Hollow so that I can go get a land here if needed. But if I draw a land, then maybe I just want to play this card. Yeah. Like, at this point, I don't need to get a land, so... We'll note that our hand is extremely slow. I don't care too much about that creature. I'm just going to kill that one. Just because it's just, you know, good use of my mana for now. And they are being somewhat aggressive here. All right, what do I want to do this turn? Let's play the Adept. All right, hit a land, which is great. Look at all this value. Abzan Devotee, okay. And, okay. Krumar Initiate can be really nice. Now, you have to do it as a sorcery, but you can either make this thing gigantic, or... But you have to take a bunch of damage to do so. So it's not like it's just trivial, you know what I mean? I am just going to make a 5/5. And then we can just start attacking with this thing. Although, the nice thing is, like, this only costs 3 mana next turn. That's pretty wild. That's pretty nuts, too. It's just, like, if they don't kill my 5/5, they're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so, like, now that they have a Death Touch creature in play, I am not interested in attacking with the 5/5, right? That's also really interesting. This says Vigilance Menace. Let's see. I guess I can just play this instead, right? Like, maybe get a Swamp if you've cast 2 or more spells. Does this count itself? I assume it does. Okay, and... yeah, let's put this into play. And do I want to trade this with the Death Touch creature? I do. Yeah, this is fine. Like, my board is so much better than my opponent's, where, like, look at what I have, right? They had their Death Touch creature, but now I can pretty freely attack with my 6/5 and 5/5. Okay, so now, like, they are keeping up a bunch of mana. Okay, let's play this. And I'm going to pass. This is sorcery speed, right? Yeah. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it does something... Okay, I do not care about that. Alright, let's play Cruel Truths. Yep, I'll keep both. Alright, there's a Molten Exhale, which I can play at instant speed if I have a dragon. But I do not have a dragon. Whatever. Deal 5 damage to target attacking creature? Sure. Good for you. Okay. Do I want to play the Storm Shell? Is there a sweeper in this format? Alright, whatever. Okay. I mean, we just... Power overwhelming. Too much power. Let's go. 1-0. And this time we didn't need Ugin or anything like that. We just played good cards. What the heck? We just got paired against the same opponent. What? Well, that's silly. Well, they get to get revenge, I guess. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, and we're on the draw. I mean, this could be tough. Okay, I'll play the Einok Wayfarer here. Damn, I missed! What did I hit? Oh, whatever. Okay. I mean, given that they're aggressive, I kind of just don't want to attack. Also, why did I play the land? That was a mistake. Anyways. Okay, that's a lot of devoting. Okay, I got my island here. Do I play this now or do I wait to try to get my 1/1? Oh, I can also sack this, right? Oh, it costs 5 mana? Jeez, okay, never mind. I think I'm just going to play it. Just feels like I'm leaving too much mana on the table. And if they kill it, they kill it. Yeah, that's fine. Look, next turn, I can still make 2/2/2s. Oh, that's a solid card. 4 mana, 4/3 draw card. A lot of value in this format. Yeah, happy enough just like slowing them down. Alright, and that is a Flash Dragon that I can certainly play. Let's see, they have 3 cards in hand. Let's just make a couple of 2/2s. Okay. We drew a tap land. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Damn, this doesn't really quite work the way that I want it to, unfortunately. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to be down a card here. They have 4 cards in hand. But maybe it's better than just, like, playing this. It forces the removal spell. But they're black-white, so they're really likely to have a removal spell. whatever. The way I look at it is I have 2 really good follow-ups too. So we'll just see what happens. Abzan Monument, sure. Okay. Happy with this scenario here. And then now we can play the Earth Carver. They have a bunch of cards in hand. I don't think I want to attack. All right. So the Earth Carvers are going to go a long way to helping me stabilize. God, these Death Touch creatures are quite annoying, though. But I can Molten Exhale them. Jeez, how many Pack Beasts do you have? Very strong, very, very strong. All right, fair enough. Okay, well, this is not one of those instances where I should really look to do anything other than just play another Earth Carver. Sure. Is that better than making... Whatever. Okay, sure. Oh, I drew this again. Think I'm not going to play it this time. I can also play the Exhale as an instant now. So if they have something crazy, we can get them. Probably going to play out the Stormbrood now, though, just to try to get in the skies. They keep leaving a bunch of mana open, but we have a lot of instant speed tricks up our own sleeves as well. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's fine. Okay. What else do they have? Is my question. Okay. Greatest toughness among creatures. Okay, so they get a 3/3. Okay. 3, 4, 5. I think I want to go with the Surveil here. Let's kill the flyer. Surveil. I don't want this card. Oh, I don't want this card either, right? Because then I can renew, and then it gets me put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. Okay, yeah, let's put both of those in the graveyard. So that's really, really nice with the Zombie Druid, because it turns it into a 12/12. But I would need to kill the Death Touch creature here, right? But that seems better than having a 6/6 flyer. I don't know. And this taxes their mana if that gets eaten every single turn. All right, they scooped. It seems like an army of camels was not enough for whatever dragon shenanigans we were able to pull off. I mean, they were drawing cards off the camel thing, But we were playing the 6-drop, right? The 4/4 that makes a 3/3, and that's basically about the same. So we were able to keep up, and then we just overpowered them in the end. Now we're playing against the haumphmtg. Look at this, just playing all the limited grinders here. We beat Haump before with our sweet Wrath deck. This hand is a mulligan. I just don't have enough. I have too many expensive cards, I think. And not enough going on there. Ooh, this hand is significantly better. What do I want here? Do I care about this Roamer's Routine? It does allow me to ramp into the Mammoth Bellow. Man, all these cards are good. Oh. I can just bottom a land. Right? I can just bottom a land. Let's just bottom a forest, I guess. Yeah. Because we can use Sultai Monument turn 2 to get an island. And then we can play Roamer's Routine. And being on the play certainly helps. Ooh. Actually, so now that we drew the island, let's play this and go get our swamp. Alright, perfect mana. Boom. So this gives us a turn 4 Mammoth Bellow. So blue, green. Do we have any doubles? I think my inclination is to get green. But I have a double blue card. And actually, my green is totally fine with one green, right? So given that we have a double blue card, I should just get the blue? Sure. No, that was a mistake! Ah, I'm so stupid! Oh. Wow, Paul. That was the punt of punts. Oh my gosh, that is gross. Why did I do that? The reason why that was bad is I literally cannot cast Mammoth Bellow. Oh my gosh. I just assumed that with Rugged Highlands, I counted this as both. And obviously that was a big, big blunder. Maybe I just make 2 2/2s. Sure. Man, the monuments are really good, by the way. So by doing it this way, next turn I can play Dragonstorm and Effortless Master as a 6/5 if I hit a land. Okay. Sibsig Appraiser. This is a 2-power creature. Harmonize. Oh, I can just play this and ramp for 1 mana. Is that good enough, or do I want to wait? You know what? Maybe I just play the dragon thing first. Wow, that hand is gas. I don't even know what to put in the graveyard. Do I want a 5/5? Like, this is just so much action. Do I want Piercing Exhale? Yeah, I'll take the Piercing Exhale. All right, so we have tons and tons of removal here. Which I do like. I don't like the fact that they just pass with a gazillion mana. Literal gazillion. How do I do this? I can also just pass. Yeah, let's just do that. Take it slow. I messed up on the land again. I should have gotten a mountain. Oh my gosh, Paul. You know what? This is how you know this is like draft number 4 or 5 at this point for me. Where, yeah, like even like little sequencing errors I'm making, which I normally try my best not to. It's definitely affecting me here. This card is busted. Wow. I don't understand this card. Like, why is this a rare? Like, anyways. Yeah. I have none. All right. Like, I just don't get it. All right, well, we're in it for the long haul. haumphmtg is an excellent Magic player, so it's going to take all of my mental prowess, and right now I am not doing a good job of showcasing that, I will say. Holy cow, how do I not get a mountain there? Yep. Sure. Okay, okay. 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can't play the effortless master because I am not smart. But let's just get a dragon going. At least put something in play. Get the Dragonstorm going too. Next turn, I can go Dragonstorm into Effortless Master. They have so many cards, like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like I should just be keeping up the familiar. It's just too obvious right now. So I feel like I just need to be waiting. Narset's Rebuke is good. Is that exile too? All right. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. I mean, we do have plenty of value. They've looked at a lot of cards. If I hit a land, that's really good. Because now I feel like I can credibly keep up Fanekeeper's Familiar because I can't play the Mammoth Bellow. Although I do have a Roiling Dragonstorm that I didn't play. So I guess that's also kind of sus. Whatever. Look, they drew a bunch of cards. It's pretty likely that they should try to cast something this turn. Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Yeah, let's counter that. Now, if they have their own counterspell, obviously, it's quite good. It looks like they do. Tam loves drafting these, like, blue-based... I remember when I watched... He just loves drafting, like, these control decks. And so it's not surprising that this is what he ended up with. Let's lock down the Shrinekeeper. They have 4 cards left in hand. Get some damage in. I mean, this is, you know, a reasonable clock. I keep forgetting they have that crappy creature in their graveyard. Okay, that's going to get the Master. Oh, no, it's going to get that. Sure. Sure. They must have another removal spell, but we'll see. The nice thing is this thing has Vigilance. Okay. Fair enough. Let's play... Oh, I can go get a dragon, but I can't cast it. And have I cast both? I haven't cast both dragons. Let's try to find an answer to this dragon. Yeah, that counts. Let's discard the forest. Play... Ugh, that's annoying. Sure. Let's make a token. Do I want to attack? Not really. Yep, I figured they were going to stun that. That's unfortunate. This Shrine Keeper is doing a lot, because I've used a lot of my removal already. That's the issue. They're drawing a bunch of cards. Hopefully they don't have too much more. I feel like once I deal with this, it's not going to be too bad for me. I do have decent attacks next turn. Sure. Wingblade Disciple. I mean, that does put some flyers into play. What does this cost? 8? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I like how somehow they still use all their mana and they can't utilize that. It's funny. All right, well, we have a decent squad here. We're at 9, they're at 11. They have lots of cards. Lots of cards. They're drawing even more cards. But once I untap, I'm going to have a pretty formidable squad. Like, I got this 5/5 in play too. It's a good game. Good game. I think Ham definitely played as well as he could have. I'm not confident that I did though. Feel like definitely with my mana fetching, I think I probably would have been in a much better spot had I searched for Mountain earlier. Or I should have had a 5/5. Yeah, there's just a lot of bad stuff that happened. I mean, I have a lot of power in play. Okay, we'll take 2. So I can search for a dragon and also put 3+1/+1 counters on something because I have the flash dragon still in my deck. Okay. I mean, this is still technically lethal, but like if they have something, obviously this is very bad for me, right? Like they have to have something. 5 damage to something. Yeah, so I can't really kill them. I mean, none of my stuff flies. Yeah, this is close. I'm going to play it safe because I don't think they would have put themselves in this position. Well, like, do they have a pump spell, though? Like, what can they do to deal the extra few points of damage, right? All right, whatever. They probably have the 5 damage card. Sure. Okay. So they're at 4. Okay. And the thing is, that wouldn't have worked anyways. Like, if I kept this back, they take the damage. They take the damage, and then, like, they just shrink this and remove the text on that card. What can they put on top for the win? Oh, Rally the Monastery? Okay, and then they draw cards. How much does this thing cost? 5 mana? Okay. No, well played, well played. I feel like I said, I feel like had I sequenced things better, I would have had a shot. But this was really well played on Ham's part, and I think I'm going to lose here. And like I said, he could have fresh started this to lose all abilities. Oof, what an epic game. All right. 1-1 against Ham in this, in all the early access events. Yeah, but like honestly, just really, that's one I felt like I threw away simply just based on getting the wrong lands. That's really important in this format. All right, 2-1 on the play. I'll keep this. I have 2 forests and a mountain, so I can kill something, and then I have the Equilibrium Adept. If I can find an island, of course, it would be awesome. All right. Opponent on a mulligan here. Okay. I'm going to just cycle with this to try to hit an island. All right, we hit the island. That's great. So now do I kill this thing? Like, they're blue-red. This seems really annoying. I'm just going to kill it. Also, I kind of want to play my tap land. That's the real reason. And I have a fresh start, so I have the backup removal spell too, so it's not too bad. Do they have a counter spell here? And if so, which one do I want them to counter? I'm just going to play the Appraiser. Ooh. Always nice putting Sage of the Fang in the graveyard. That's where it belongs, right? You get extra value that way. 4 mana for 2 counters. Ooh, Dragonstorm Globe is good. I don't have a dragon yet, so there's this Embermouth Sentinel. I do think I probably want to add more to the board here. So let's go with the Adept here. See if we can hit a land. Maybe a tap land. No, Island is also fine. Don't need this to get me any more lands, I don't think. And all right, so now they have all the mana that they need. Narset's Rebuke into something would be a really great way for them to... Oh my gosh. Great, great sequence there from Skybilz. What do I do now? Kind of rough. I'd like to draw a good creature. That's not it. So I'm just going to play the Sentinel, keep a couple creatures in play, and then I can cast Cruel Truths end of turn, and then untap and play some removal spells if that's what they do. Should have saved my Reclamation, I guess. Presumably they're going to play something. Something? Nothing? Okay. All right, so like a nice Jeskai control deck, I guess. Okay. They drew a card. Maybe they play the 4/3 Vigilance thing that becomes a 6/5. No? What is this? When you cast a spell, if you cast another spell, copy this spell. What is this? A 3-mana 2/3 flying lifelink? Wow. Okay. Well, that's one hell of a way to come back. Can you stop? Okay, well, let's cast this. Don't want that. I'll take Dragon's Prey. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Alright, well, let's just play the Saga Wildling and hope for the best. Oh, they have the removal spell. Maybe I shouldn't have played this. Yep. What? Man, you got some power! Man, I really regret cycling the Heritage Reclamation. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card? What? Okay, so let's... Wow, so they get to draw multiple cards? That's nuts. That's crazy. How did you put that together? Oh my gosh. This is gross. What a turn. No messing around. I am killing this flyer. And do I want to put counters on something? Not really. Because they have the Glacial Dragon Hunt. I'm gonna hold off on Sage of the Fang for now. Reigning Victor. Oh my gosh. All right. What is this? 3 mana for a 4/4 flyer? Hold on. Activated. Why does it have a counter on it? It's a dragon. Oh my gosh. This is brutal. I think this is the best draw, though. All right, please be out of action here. Man, I'm getting sick of these Jeskai rares. Swamp? Okay. I guess they are like all 4 colors somehow. Okay. They discarded a land. Okay. I'll block. All right. Hey, that's fine by me. That is fine by me. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this still gives me blue, red, green, right? Just double checking. Oh no, I can't do it. Wait. Blue, red. This skill, blue, red, green. Wow. That card is ridiculous. Mammoth Bellow? That card is ridiculous. Alright, yeah, now it's pretty over, I think. Like, I could have made a 7/7 and made it even bigger, but I just feel like this is better. Okay. Woo! I feel like we were really close to losing that game. Like, if they had any interaction at one of those pivotal moments after they drew multiple cards on that one turn, I think we would have been toast. But that 6 mana creature, it's like it's the new Migrating Ketrodon. Like, when you're behind, you play that thing, boom, you're back in the game. Alrighty, 3-1, opponent on the play. I will keep this hand. It's a little bit clunky, but the Saga Wildling can get me a swamp. Actually, should I get an island? I guess I'll get an island. Now that I drew the fresh start. This is a very mana-heavy hand, though, I will say. Oh, this thing has haste? Color me surprised. Holy cow. Alright, let's slow things down. They want to beat down. Okay. Let's go get Swamp. Nothing? Oh, yikes! Yikes! Alright, well, I gotta play this with Water Cliffs. And... wait, I guess? I don't know. Come on, Mammoth Bellow, for the win. Presumably, they're gonna play something here. Okay, well, we'll kill that, I guess. If anything, it's to use our mana. Is it just me, or there's just not a lot of good creatures that I like that you're happy playing early? Maybe it is just me, but Wow. They're getting aggro. I can't block. Okay. Oh, that's it's a little too many lands, I'm gonna say. Okay, we'll do that, and we will play Forest, and I guess I will pass. The thing is, they miss land drops, so you know they have 4 action cards in hand. And we have a bunch of lands. Granted, I did Surge for one of them, and I did Ramp for one as well, so that's on me, obviously. Molten Exhale, okay. Double Molten Exhale? Oh. Yeah, that's good. Alright, well. I will prevent 4 damage to myself. I will take 2 and hope I can draw something relevant. Alright, let's let's cycle this, I guess. Oh, that's not the order in which I wanted to do that, but it is what it is. Whenever you cast your second spell... So this is my second spell, so the flurry doesn't trigger, right? I'm going to wait 1 turn just because I know that they have more spells in hand. Just kind of see what they do. Now, given that they used 2 removal spells for the 5/5 before, it leads me to believe that it's unlikely that they have a way to kill this elephant, but we shall see. Okay, they can give that indestructible. Now I can still block. And I will, because I'm at 9. But they could have a way to finish it off. Nope. Just a free attack from them. Okay. So that is certainly good. That is going to help stave off the beats here. This costs 5 mana? I guess this isn't really blocking. All right, let's think about this. 3 green, 3 blue, red, red. All right, let's get red. Okay. We're at 12, they're at 19. Now they're getting a bit flooded. Okay. We drew Whirlwing Stormbrood. That's a good one. Ooh, were they sandbagging a second spell? They could have. Oh. Wow. Okay. Something is... Okay. Alright, so let's flash this in. Block here, because this is going to die anyways. Alright, so we're at 8. And we drew a Jungle Hollow. So this is an attack for 15, but of course I still need to be careful with my attacks. They can't double spell next turn, which is pretty good. I think I just want to keep attacking in the air. Let's attack with these 3, I think. I guess technically I can attack like this. I just want to make sure I don't die. Like 2 creatures are attacking me next turn. I do go up to 9. If they kill this, I can still block and take 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Alright, let's just play it safe. I still feel like I have a lethal attack here, and I can still just block with one of the tokens. Alright, and we're good. So they're gonna Desperation attack with everything. Nope. And we just attack with the flyers. And we are good. Whew! Got a little bit scary, for sure. But this one feels much better, right? Like, I still have... Like, I made sure my deck had a lot of interaction. I still could use another 2-drop or so, but still feels pretty solid. And we're 4-1. Only lost to 4-time Pro Tour top 8 competitor Kyle Rose. So hopefully we can get our trophy. Here in the early access events, I consider a trophy 5 wins. So let's get to 5 wins. All right, we are on the play here. 2 lands, Sultai Monument, Wayfarer. Yeah, this hand is awesome. I'm going to keep this. We're going to go turn 2 Monument. Well, let's see. Well, it'll depend. Okay, no, never mind. I think then I will just go ahead and play the Wayfarer. It's pretty likely to get us land. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was perfect. Wow, we hit a Mammoth Bellow too. Good value. Abzan Devotee, okay. Devotee, I don't know. Let's play the Appraiser here. Just keep... Now we don't need lands, which is great. We can just get the whatever best spell off the Appraiser. That's good. We can keep this back on defense against the Devotee. Embermouth Sentinel. Okay. We are chugging along. They didn't want to land. Okay. I think I'm going to get a Swamp with this. But let's do it like this. So I can play the Dragonstorm. And I don't think I need the Jungle Hollow. I would rather have lands come into play untapped at this point. And I like all my other cards. Well, I can also discard Sage of the... No, I'm going to just... No, I'm going to discard the Jungle Hollow. All right. A lot of value here. We have 3 removal spells. Sage of the Fang, Equilibrium Adept. Liking this board. Bearer of Glory is whatever. And now we have an interesting choice again. Honestly, it feels like a good opportunity to play the Stormbrood end of turn. And just kind of play it slow. I could have also made a couple of zombies. There's like a lot of things I could do. But additionally, I also have Dragon's Prey plus Molten Exhale available here as well. So just, I have a ton of good options here. Like, if they're aggressively killing my 2-1, I'm pretty happy, right? Creatures you control get... Oh! I completely forgot about that mode. Wow. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure, I'll take it all, I guess. Well, do I just force them to pump? It, like, takes their entire turn. Sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm happy with that trade. Okay, it's a 3-4. Let's play this. Let's play this. And let's see. Now what? I'm at 17, they're at 22. I kind of just want to kill this thing. It's like super annoying, but maybe it's better to just play Sage of the Fang. Yeah, I'll just play it. I'll just target itself. The way I look at it is if they attack me again next turn, I'll just block the Devotee. And if they want to pump again, I'm totally happy with that. But what I don't want to do is pump my Stormbrood just because they want to kill this anyways. So no point just making this bigger, right? All right. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Land here would be great because then I can play the Earth Carver, which helps me stabilize too. Okay. Did not find that. So let's go with... I don't even know what I want to hit off of this. Okay, I guess I don't care about... Well, this does ramp me. But I think the Adept is a better play here at this point. Okay, we hit a Wingblade Disciple, and I'm still going to attack. Next turn, I can go Disciple plus Dragon's Prey, which is going to be which is going to go a really long way to allowing me to kind of, take care of whatever it is they play, unless they play a dragon. Okay, sure. Dusyut Earthcarver is a good one. Now, they can't attack me. I found Cruel Truths, which is certainly not good on this board. Let's go ahead and play the Disciple here. And then let's kill the Reach creature and continue attacking. Don't think I'm interested in attacking here. I guess I could. 4 is definitely getting in. No, I think this is just better as a 2/4 blocker on this board. Right? Like, I can just block both of these creatures on the left. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Super dead. Super dead. All right. Well, you know what? This one felt good. We've been doing a lot of we've been putting up a lot of middling results after that first draft. And it's good to be able to at least turn things around and find a combination of cards that actually worked. And let's take a look. So we prioritized some mana fixing in pack 3, took it over basically a lot of other things. Maybe I should have taken some more earlier, but that was good. One really important thing is just making sure you have interaction. Interaction is the name of the game. Double Dragon's Prey. We took these very, very highly. Molten Exhale and Piercing Exhale, and we took Fresh Start, right? All over other interesting options. So we had 5 good interactive spells. We had really good mana fixing. Outside of the 3 gain lands that we had the Monument, which, by the way, I think the Monument, if you can sack them, I think they're all awesome. The format is not fast. Play these monuments, get you your land, and then sacrifice them for value later. That is incredible. Because mana fixing, you can always use more mana fixing. The Roamer's Routine was fine. Mammoth Bellow is great. I just love this card. The thing is, if you ever just cast this and they don't kill your token, you just get another 5/5 next turn for 3 mana, which is amazing. Imagine paying 8 mana for 2 5/5s. That is really good. So I really like the Mammoth Bellow. That was really, really solid. Dragonstorm, obviously, always just like a solid option to have, even with a couple of dragons in your deck. What else did I like? The Appraiser was always good. Wingblade Disciple, I mean, we got to Flurry a couple times. So that was always obviously very nice. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, it's just we had a ton of things to do early. Most importantly, we had a lot of cheap things to cast that let us survive into the late game. And then once we got into the late game, the Earth Carvers, we just had a lot of beef. And, basically it's like you kill everything. At some point, an Earth Carver is the last thing standing, or a Mammoth Bellow, and that was all it took for us to be able to take over and win those games. So this one was really smooth. Really liked the way that this deck played out. Maybe got a little bit lucky with our mana draws. I think I could have played better against Ham. I could have possibly beaten Ham, honestly. That game was really close, and not getting the right mana could have ended up costing me there. So, I just feel like this deck just played out beautifully. Really happy with the Monument. I'm going to take them higher, especially... I don't like the Monument if you can't sacrifice them, okay? You have to be able to sacrifice them, otherwise I think it's pretty mediocre. But if you can, it's just great. Look at this card. Like, 2 mana, get to land, and then at some point get 2 2/2s. Like, it's just a fantastic, fantastic card. So make sure you take them highly as well. Make sure you if you don't have enough 2-mana creatures, make sure you have enough 2-mana ways to interact with your opponents as well. And outside of that, a really, really nice and tidy 5-1. Hopefully, this is the beginning of another good win streak. Although I'm running out of time, I will say. It's already evening, and I still need to make a few more videos. Already losing my voice, but you know what? The show must go on, so more videos up on the horizon. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I truly do appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, along with personalized videos that I make and early access to a lot of the videos that I make. So make sure you check that out. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Pre-orders for Tarkir Dragonstorm are available. If you want some booster boxes, go click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for all your TCG supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, all that good stuff to take to your next pre-release or any other Magic tournament. They are the place to go. Heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.